Hey guys, it's your friend Jeff here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my lightweight and minimal EDC. So what is an EDC? For those of you who don't know, it stands for everyday carry. For all the family and friends that know me, I've been a everyday carry kind of maximalist for most of my life. Where I basically had everything that I thought I would need and then some. So I was kind of always the guy where people went to ask like, oh, do you have this or do you have that? At that point, in time, I had a very structured EDC. So I was either commuting or going to school, and I was usually having a backpack. So when your routine is set up for a backpack carry, you can shove literally anything in there and it's going to be maybe a negligible weight. But as the pandemic came, my EDC had to be kind of rethought on how it could fit into this new lifestyle, because no longer was I commuting downtown. I was now in my home wearing comfy clothes. So my carry is a lot more fluid. It's constantly in and out of my pockets. I want it to blend into the background and not be distracted by things I need every day anyways. My EDC system really consists of multiple tiers. In this video, I'm really only going to go through two of those tiers, and those tiers are my core EDC, which consists of my absolute essentials. These are things that are always on my body, and kind of in line with this core EDC is also how those things are carried, which is my clothing. The second tier is my EDC Plus. So this encapsulates basically anything that I might need for a typical day out, or if I'm out running errands a little bit longer. And the final tier, which I won't be covering in this video, is my car EDC. I have a really interesting setup, so if you'd like to see a video, please drop a comment down below. The last part of the framework is really the drop zone. This is where your EDC lives, and I'll explain that later in the video. So as I mentioned before with my core EDC, I'm striving for a lightweight and minimal EDC that is highly functional but also fades into the background. So you'll see me in some of the B-roll actually weighing out my EDC items. You don't have to go as overboard as me, but that's just kind of to give me a sense of like where my baseline is, but it's more just so for fun. So the first part of my EDC, which is kind of a staple for most folks these days, is the smartphone. And I've been using an Android. This is a OnePlus 6T. It's a 6.5 inch screen. It's very large, and it was great at the time. But I've been very fortunate enough to be able to test out the iPhone 12 mini. So this is a night and day difference in size and weight. In the pocket of joggers, it's just been a delight, really. So the second item in my EDC is this Magpul DAKA essential slim wallet. I'll put a link in the description to it, but this has been an awesome product. It is made out of a reinforced polymer, like kind of water resistant fabric, but it really just holds the essentials for me. So this is everything that I can't have digitally. I'm a huge proponent for digital wallets, kind of getting the bulk out of your wallet and kind of into your phone that you're carrying already. And I have a whole credit card tier system that I'll be covering in another video. Yeah, this is really just as slim as I could get it, and this thing weighs in at 2.7 ounces because of my metal credit cards, but it could get even lighter. So the third item on my EDC list is the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight. This uses like a very lightweight plastic handle. It is kind of a pass-through design and all black, which is important to me, but also there's a deep carry pocket clip which means that this literally just blends in and it falls into the pocket and stays there. But this is super lightweight. It comes in at 2.4 ounces, so that's 0.3 ounces lighter than my wallet. So I love it. It has been a huge game changer. So let's talk about the keys. It's the most annoying part of my EDC. I would say it's not lightweight and it's not minimal. And I need everything to be lightweight and minimal because this is so heavy and so cumbersome. My apartment has an crazy amount of keys that they give you. So there's mailbox key, package room key, front door key, key fob, and then I have my big chunky car key fob. So I haven't really found anything that would work for my current situation. If I was to get an Orbit key or a Key Smart organizer or something like that, it would still be very cumbersome. So I'm waiting to see if we move or something like that, the key situation will peter down, and then I'll address it then. And the last thing on my minimal core EDC is this watch. It is the Casio F-91W, and this thing weighs in at a whopping 0.7 ounces. It's the lightest thing on my EDC, but it's also the cheapest thing for how functional it is. So it tells the time, it's super thin, and this thing is 10 bucks. Yet it's like pretty durable. It's a big retro icon. It's like this 80s design, which is super nice. And I don't want to constantly be taking out my phone to check the time when I'm at home, and I don't want anything in my pockets. Having the time, just the simple time on your wrist, is amazing. And the thing that I like most about it is because it's so low profile and so lightweight, I don't even notice that it's on my wrist half the time. It slides underneath clothing super well. A lot of the times with other watches, the watches will snag on the sleeve as you're trying to put on clothes or a jacket or something like that. You're very cognizant that it's there. So my core EDC is pretty consistent every single day. My EDC Plus, the second tier, a little bit more fluid than the core EDC. Usually consists of a hat, and the second thing is the sling bag. This hat here for my EDC Plus, I've been wearing it almost every single day for the past couple months. It's by Western Rise. It's called the Western Rise Versa hat. And the reason why I really like this hat is it is machine and hand washable. I tried a bunch of different hats since the pandemic started, and I needed to cover up my crazy hair, but the hats were getting oily, they were getting sweaty, and it was just gross. So I tried washing them, and then it kind of like disfigured the fabric a little bit, and it didn't sit right. So I was looking for an alternative option that was easy care and something that you could actually wash. So I found this one, and it has been phenomenal. So this thing has like a foam brim, so you can really like crush it down and pack it, and then you undo it, and it's just back and good as new. So I love that I can wash it so it stays fresh, and then you can stuff this into a bag or throw it around the car, and you don't have to care about it. I'll have a link in the description. And then here is the sling bag. This one is by Black Ember. It is the TKS sling pouch, and it's made out of super nice materials. It's this little pouch that has stowable straps. On the outside, this is called a hero clip, and basically what it allows you to do is take out a hook like this, and you can hang it on the back of your chair when you go out, or the side of the table. So it's just super handy to have. Inside of this, I just have a few different extended essentials that I will bring out. So I have extra face masks, I have some medication, first aid, I have pens, this is where I'll throw my sunglasses, a notebook, and because I was telling you so much about how cumbersome my keys are, a lot of the times I'll just throw them in here. So the last part of the framework is the drop zone. So this is where your EDC lives. Your EDC is not worth anything if you can't find the item. So having a consistent place for you to drop those things when you get home and get the things out of your pocket makes it super consistent and easy, so you know where everything is when you have to quote unquote suit up and get out of the house. So one thing that I do is we have a over the door organizer on our front door where we have hooks, and I'll hang up my sling bag when I come in. I'll hang up the keys and my hat, so I know that those are kind of like the very last minute things that I need to grab. And then in my bedroom / office, we have kind of a pegboard where that's where I'll drop all of my EDC items, and then just quickly grabbing it on the way out the door. So before we go, I just want to thank you so much again for watching this video. If you stuck all the way to the end, I thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I have a couple videos that are coming up that are kind of related to this one, so stay tuned. And my question for you today is, has your EDC changed because of the pandemic? I'm super curious about that, and I'd love to know, so drop a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.